What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another show with us, Bro Talk. We have Mark G, Isaac in the building. Love we waiting on. But so happy to see y'all, brothers. Happy to be here again on another Monday. If you haven't been with us before, or this is your first time hearing about us, or if you've been here before, 9 o'clock Mondays, YouTube and Facebook Live. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let us know that you're here in the chat. Throw some fire in the chat or throw some thumbs up in the chat. Throw something in the chat.
Some
Let us know you're
give them
here.
some ice cubes, man.
Yeah, ice cubes, ice cold. You know what I'm saying? Put that in there. Or, my wife's is Delta. You throw that fire in there. Feel me? So go ahead and put that in there. But brothers, man, it's so good to see y'all. Man, it's been quite a Monday, at least on my end. But interested to see, man, how y'all brothers doing.
You want to start out, Dean?
Yeah. You might just go ahead and start, bro. Let's get it off your chest. Yeah. I'm gonna wait though. MG, you wanna?
Oh yeah, okay. I start.
Okay.
My week was cool, man. I ended up I had to go up to New York. I hanged out with my LB Robert Rose, Bobby. Hanged out with him
Shout out to Bobby.
So just catching up, man, because we haven't done that in a minute. And good to see my mom. I returned her car because she was out of the country, and I had to car sit and brought it back to her and stuff like that. But other than that, man, everything is good. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful.
Thanks,
That's
bro.
it. Kids are going good. My son is in the UK right now for his break.
Yeah.
He's in the UK. He's in the UK. They've been trying to get on a flight since last Wednesday. They just got on the flight on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they have buddy pass. His uncle, one of his uncle work on the flight, so. But so they got on the flight on Sunday.
How long it take them to get through the airport, man?
I heard it was out the door. Mother told me that when they went one time, man, it was like outside the door.
That was in DC?
BWI, Baltimore.
Yeah. So they was like out the door, like outside.
Outside the door, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Y'all got the ICE agents down there in the airport?
I don't know. I think she said yes. I think she said she saw an ICE agent.
Yeah, I think they're in DC.
Yeah.
Where were they? Virginia or Maryland? Not Maryland. I can't remember all of them, but Atlanta was another one.
Okay.
That they were in because all the chaos going on down there. But yeah,
ATL.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yo, man, just for folks that are watching, that's our president. Just want y'all to know that. B, what's up, baby?
It was his idea too. Like he takes credit for it.
Yeah, take all the credit.
The guy that made the paperclip. Nobody knew they needed a paperclip until they needed a paperclip. And when he converted the paperclip, it was a great idea. ICE in the airports, that's his idea. All right. But next week it's going to be somebody else's idea because it's going to be all after. Because it's all
Hey, y'all watch.
Who's going to be the fall guy, man?
Yep. B.
So the solution, and correct because I'm just coming in. Sorry, had a kid with a nosebleed situation that we had to clean up. So, the wife's still cleaning it up. So she, you know what I mean. But
stop hitting your kids, man.
Hey, don't be saying that out here,
man. Hey, man.
That's a behind closed doors conversation. That's a behind closed doors conversation.
You the one that set it up like that, a nosebleed situation. Like,
yeah. Nah, but so is the solution to like TSA if I'm hearing correctly, like so the solution to the TSA kind of being backed up the way it is putting ICE agents in the airport? That's the solution?
Yeah, it's a genius solution. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would have never thought of that, man. That was just, man, remarkable thinking, man. That's some good problem solving right there.
Yeah, like only one person could come up with that.
Yeah, just one.
Thank God he's our, leader.
Yeah, B, we just mentioned it real quick, man. We wasn't even getting into it. We were
Oh
just,
no, I'm just.
You just wanted to be clear. You just wanted to be clear
Yeah.
for everybody that's watching.
Yeah.
Yes, understood.
I mean, everything he says is crystal clear. So
Very.
We got one more week of this war too, which is not a war.
No, he said the war is done. He said it's won.
But it's one more week. But it's 4 to 6 weeks. It's
Got
not
it.
the war. It's the what are we calling it?
What, the conflict, the battle, the
whatever it is,
something like that. Yeah,
but one more week at the most.
Just when y'all send the nukes, don't send the 585. You know what I mean? Just let us. You know what I mean?
Yo, let's be honest, bros. I'm just gonna say it because I've been seeing it online. Yo, black folks ain't concerned, man. We like, bro. We know your anger is not towards us; it's towards other things. You know what I mean? So it's been a lot of like videos out by that where like black folks is like, yeah, we tried to tell them, bro, but they didn't want to listen. But they like, yeah, but y'all good though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. We'll see.
That's what's online. That's not my personal opinion. That's online. That's what I've been talking about.
Man, say it with your chest, man. You are non.
I will.
Trying to be political and all that.
It's not my opinion. It's what I saw online.
Listen, y'all see Kareem in that little blazer and button down.
Why gotta be little?
No, I'm just saying. Either way.
So when black folks say little, that means like it's like a compliment, but it ain't a compliment.
Nah, you
in your little job. You in your little car.
Here's the thing. It looks and sounds like you running for office. So just tell us so we can just tell us which one so we can, get ready
when I
vote. Because that's what you look and sound like.
When I start campaigning, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like you already are low key.
Low key. I mean, I'm always campaigning, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
That's another very political answer. Another very political response.
Hey man, listen, I learned from watching some of the best. I learned from watching, man. That's all. That's all.
Mike said act accordingly, man.
What's up, DJ Mike? What's going on, bro?
Mike. What's up, LB?
Word.
I was for Robert Rose this weekend.
So my guy PJ, I said, what up?
PJ.
Yeah, for me, this weekend was cool, bros. I got a lot done. I'll say that. So been working on this project upstairs in the bedroom, trying to get those finalized, and we pretty much. Huh?
He said I was working on this project in the bedroom. I said I thought you was done having kids.
Oh, listen, that's obviously that's not a project, man. The many kids I got, that's not work.
That's not work. That's a vacation.
He said, I do that in my sleep, bro. That ain't work. I make kids in my sleep.
Yeah, happened a couple of times in my sleep, man. I'm just like, whoa, nothing. What's going on?
Yo, what movie was that? Where the baby popped out and the dude caught it? What movie was that?
No, that was an episode of Martin.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's the first thing I thought about when you said that. Yo, just pop out and catch it like a football, yo.
Yeah, something like that. That's how it ended up. But yeah, man, I got these upstairs. We'll call it the upstairs projects done. Got everything tacked in, and I didn't know like quarter round trim was so expensive, man.
I wouldn't know, bro.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what quarter round trim is?
I do not, sir. I
don't know.
I had a feeling you did. You did.
It's the trim that goes like, so you have the baseboard, right, and the wall, and then you got the floor, and it's kind of like the little piece that kind of fills in the gap.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I didn't know that's what it was called, though.
Mike said, shaking my head.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all see these hands?
Yeah, bro.
I don't do that type of work, bro.
Yeah,
I don't do that type of work.
Your nails look real clean, man. Real
Hey,
clean.
you know,
It actually
part of my calling,
it looked polished.
part of my purpose.
It looked clear polished.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. See, listen, when I work with my hands, I use gloves because one day when I run, I want to make sure I have
You
clean
only
hands.
digging a deeper hole, Kareem. Just
How's it a hole? Hey, yo, some men don't do manual labor. I don't do manual labor.
hey, Brandy. Kareem said he don't do manual labor.
See, that's called instigating. See what you're doing right there? Yo, we always try to break up somebody's relationship, man. Listen, he's been like this. He been like this since college. Just so y'all know. He been like this since college.
Yo.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I'm done, man. B, what's up with you, man? How was your weekend?
Man, it was a good weekend, man. Big shout out to Greg Hopkins, CTC, The Tree. Went down to the tournament in Philly. It's called King of the North tournament, and 7-on-7. 15U dominated. They went 3-0 in pool play.
Your son plays for them, right?
Yeah, 15U,
Okay.
yep. And then and that was day one. Day two was bracket play. Went 4-0, I believe, won the championship. So yeah, it was a good day, man. Good weekend. The 15U, they definitely represented some super talented kids on that squad, man. They showed out, man. They put in a lot of work again, and that's just a testament to all of the coaches that work and train with CTC. And I don't want to start naming names, you know what I mean, and forget somebody and leave somebody out, but they know who they are, and they definitely put forth a ton of effort in making sure those kids are prepared and ready to perform and at the highest level and against kids from all over. I'm talking all over. There's when we were on the drive down, we stopped to grab a bite.
Is it go to Raising Cane's?
Nah, we we did Kareem. I still haven't watched that video, and I don't know that I plan to.
Did you share? Did you share the food with your wife?
We
gave her the fries.
Yeah. My wife definitely got more than the fries. She got more than the fries.
Thank you, sir.
She definitely got more than the fries.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So
one of the schools, we actually ran into a dad who was on his way taking his son to a visit, a college visit. He's getting recruited by Pitt, so he was just coming from the Pitt visit, and they were on their way to Penn State. But the high school that he attends and plays for, it's called Roman Catholic. And when we got down to the tournament, man, you saw a lot of the coaches and kids wearing their Roman Catholic sweatshirts or whatnot and hoodies. So clearly the school produces some top tier talent when you got kids getting recruited by the likes of Pitt and Penn State. But our 15U, man, they showed out, man. Undefeated both days. One took home the chip. And again, this is against talent from all over the East Coast. It was like there were somewhere in the neighborhood of 90 teams, I think, that registered from all levels, from 13U to 18U. Our 18U squad made it to the semis of day two. Went 2-1 during pool play, and then made it to the semi. So even that, you know what I mean, they shorted their goal, but the fact that they are competing on the national level, and I don't think we have one 18-year-old on our 18U squad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all of those kids are like juniors, so 16, maybe 17. But they're keep competing and keeping with the best, the best this area has to offer. When I say area, I mean like Eastern Seaboard. There's teams from Maryland, DC, all across Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, New York, and I mean I'm talking not just Western New York City. It's all over. There's teams coming from all over to play in these tournaments.
That's what's up, bro.
So yeah, so shout out, man, my guy. He did his thing.
Shout out to G Hopping team.
Hey B, y'all used to have this kid that used to go to East. He was like well-known athletes back in the day. Probably like 2 years ago. Whatever happened to him? I don't hear nothing.
Crazy enough, I think you might be referring to Zymir Jackson.
That's what I was thinking.
Zymir Jackson.
That's not the name.
No.
Okay.
That's not the name I was looking for.
2 years ago,
he was supposed to be like I don't know if he was a wideout, but he was doing his thing at East.
Irvin Wiggins.
We
got a couple of them are D1. We got a couple of kids at University of Albany right now playing D1. Some kids at Connecticut. Man, some kids are getting offers all over.
Yeah.
Oh, Freddie Brock. Freddie Brock.
Not him.
Okay.
I would remember that name.
Yeah, Freddie Brock.
It was a kid. I want to say 2 to 3 years ago, man. He was, because I think during the COVID too, they were saying that he had little issues, but the name is not ringing a bell. But I think he went to East High School, and he was on the field. I think he was playing on the field. I don't think he played basketball too, but I think he played both sports. But football was his calling. I think he transferred from. I want to say he transferred from Marshall to East, or something like that.
There ain't been no Marshall for a long time.
Marshall? Okay, so
yeah,
not Marshall then. Okay,
let me think, because
it was like Demando in Rochester. You like to play.
Oh, I know exactly. I know you talking about. You talking about Seven McGee.
There you go.
Yeah, I figured that's what he was. Yeah, after when you said that pandemic, I was like.
Because he was supposed to go to LSU.
He transferred from California.
Yeah,
LSU was looking at him at one point. I think
he started out at Oregon. He's went to Jackson, then played at University of Albany. But he's destroying the CFL. He actually broke a record last year in the CFL for most kicks returned for touchdown. Had the most return yards in I want to say for the season, and I think it might have been the most return yards in CFL history. Like he's lighting it up in the CFL. So I know he'll get some. Yeah, I know he'll. Yeah. He was originally in Falcons camp. Okay. But when the money talk, you know what I mean. You go where they offering the money, and he definitely lit it up in the CFL last year.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I think I didn't get a chance to go yet, did I?
It's on you. It's on you, Kareem.
All right, so today, first of all, this weekend we took some time we had to go to storage and take care of some things, so we was moving some stuff around, and actually was, since the surgery, man, I ain't really been, like moving stuff like that. And I was moving stuff, man. Didn't feel tired, had energy, everything, man. Was being safe, of course, make sure I'm lifting up things, safely. But I mean, I felt like I hit a whole new high, in doing that. So that was cool. I did 20 push-ups this weekend, just trying it out. I was like, yo, let me see if I can hit like 20 back to back. Did 20. Thanks, man. Did 20. Felt good afterward. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like I had to fall over or nothing like that or wobbly. So working out is definitely helping out for sure, man. Getting my training and my strength back.
Campaign manager afterwards.
Yeah, so I met my campaign manager and we talked about a strategy for how I'm gonna get myself out there. So, been working through that a little bit. If you're looking for anybody to come to your school or to university and to speak and talk about strengths, I could do that. Been doing that this past weekend. I had to work and I had 1, Actually, I had something on Friday, and I had two things on Saturday, and then I'm co-teaching a class, not co-teaching. I'm guest lecturing tomorrow for a colleague, man. So get back out there again, doing some things. So you know, getting my feeling my voice is coming back. So it's good to be in that space. But today, though, you know how sometimes the world, like, just things you probably haven't thought too much about, but today they just finally hit you. That's how I felt today. Like it just hit me today. And I felt a little bit of stress, discouragement today, and just thinking like, man, what's going on, man? And I'm like in this place where I called it where I'm standing in the middle and it feels like chaos is going on around me. At different aspects of life. But my wife came to the rescue, taught me through it. So I definitely want to shout her out for that. And that's what a Proverbs 31 woman does is, they help their man and walk us through things. So I definitely appreciate to that. Thank you so much. I think she's watching. I think she's watching. But
sis, if you're not watching, he just threw you under the bus.
Nobody threw you on the bus, man. Stop all that.
You just said you think she watching, like.
No, because she was helping the kids with something. So that's why I was like, oh, I don't think she's probably watching right now. But when she does watch it, she'll see. And then she'll see you was instigating.
Well, I'm sure my wife is asleep right now. But that's just what she does, But it's good though. Like she's getting some rest right now because she's actually going into work tonight. Put in a couple more hours. I'll get a little bit of overtime. Y'all know how I like that overtime. So
yeah,
shout out to her for getting that sleep in right now. But that's actually a good segue. We all were able to kind of talk about some of the things that we're going through, and it sounds like we all had a busy weekend. I mean, Brew, you back and forth to New York City, right?
Yes, sir.
Getting the kids ready to get out, your son ready to get out of the country. I know I've been in upstairs, like working on this project all weekend. Bilal, you made that trip down to PA and didn't hit up Raising Cane's, but
should have did it, bro.
But making that trip to take care of the kids and Kareem, just like everything that's going on with working life as well too. Like we find ourselves in these situations where as men, as Black men, that we always have to be on, right? And there's always that expectation that we're going to come through and we're going to deliver, but there's times when we get tired, right? So I think our topic for today is when tired moments find me, what becomes your delightful treat? And so what is it that you do to help you cope through those heavy moments, those disappointing moments, those times where you're exhausted, and you just feel like I need a break, I need a rest? Like, what are some of the things that you guys turn to in those moments?
Man, I mean, I turn to, there's a few things, man. So like today I had to remind myself who I am and what my purpose is and all the things that God says that I am. So I had to remind myself of that because the thoughts that I had were totally contrary to that. Totally contrary. So I had to, there's like I don't know if you ever read this book by Joyce Meyer called Battlefield of the Mind. That book was pivotal for my development. So just having to,
again? It was what?
Pivotable.
I'm gonna look that one up.
Yeah, man, you can look it up, bro. You can look it up.
Let me Google that real fast.
Go that. Fact check me. But yeah, doing that, praying, is big. I mean, and then when I say praying, not like I'm sitting there and I'm praying all the time. I mean, I do that, but like more like talking, like even if I'm talking like under my breath, but I'm praying, right? Because I'm just I'm going through a situation. And then lastly, I would say, man, talking to y'all brothers, talking to my pastor, obviously talking to my wife, and everything like that, just to try to help out, man. I mean, so that's what I do. Like when I'm tired, is I consult with folks.
And
So,
I'm gonna say that's great, right?
mm.
Because I think we all kind of go through those things, and we have those healthy habits. I see somebody in the background.
Yeah, that's my wife right there.
All right, all right.
Here she go.
I ain't gonna say nothing because I
Well,
want to get
at
in
least
trouble.
we know she's watching now.
Yes, we know she's watching.
What up, sis?
Y'all see that? Y'all see that beautiful hair right there? That's the El Natural right there.
Seriously.
Yeah, man, we see yours too. Like
Yeah.
Well,
Nah.
you glad one of y'all got hair.
Yo, hold on. Time out.
Hold it down for him, Randy. Hold it down.
Of course. I didn't come to interrupt the show. Well, technically I did. But I just want to give a shout out to my love. He's having a rough day. And I just want to come on here. So if anybody who's watching can just pour words of affirmation into him, that would be wonderful. Because he's such a giving person and he has a heart literally of gold, pun intended.
Yeah, we noticed he gave, not to cut you off, we noticed he gave you some fries the other day. You need to give him first. I'm sorry to cut you off, number. I'm sorry to cut you off. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it's good to be reaffirmed by those who know you and know your character and know your heart. And so I think especially for our Black men out there where sometimes vulnerability is frowned upon, or just being open about struggles and challenges that you face, that it's so important to have community to stand behind you and to basically uplift you in those hard moments. Like I was talking to him earlier, I'm not going to disclose his business, but it's that as a Black woman and even as your wife, there are things that I don't understand, right? As a Black man and the things that you carry, there's a different type of weight that Black men carry versus Black women. And even though the struggle is similar, the journeys are different. And so I didn't want to minimize what he was feeling as a Black man because I'm his wife. Like I'm always going to cover for him. I'm always going to cover him, as his primary intercessor. But it's also important to be able to pull on those who can also pour back into him. So believe it or not, you guys are very therapeutic for him. He looks forward to Bro Night, Bro Talk every Monday. And I think it really pours back into him, especially on days like this, where he's putting a very strong face because we know how Kareem is, right? But moments like this matters to him. Brotherhood matters to him. You guys in particular, and a select few of others matter to him a lot. And so I just want to take this opportunity to publicly honor and acknowledge my husband on his show with his bros, because I feel it's necessary. And he's deserving. And so I hope that when people look back on this, even if you're married, to honor your husbands, right? Like honor them and pour into them, even if you're dating, but specifically for married couples, to really just know when your spouse needs that extra push. And sometimes that doesn't always require words. It just requires presence and just being there. So I just want to take this time to say I love you, and you are great. You are deserving. And even for you all here too, because you guys are my brothers, and the same thing applies to you all as well. I adore you guys, and I have very deep love and respect for each of you on this call. So I just want to say to you guys as well, I appreciate you all the things that you carry, all the things that are invisible to others that we see it, and just to publicly honor you guys as well, because you mean just as much to me as my husband. So love y'all.
We appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
You know what, Kareem, I've been letting you live for a little while.
Oh, here we go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
I've been letting you live, but she.
Go ahead. You got
She just did her big one.
We
We got to shout her out. You know what I mean? I've been letting you live. I've been behaving. I ain't been stealing your shine and your thunder. But sis, that was amazing. We appreciate you. We love you. And
Love y'all too.
Yeah, like for real. Like that was, you know, that is the
cool.
epitome and definition. And we could, you know, we could talk about the Proverbs, but when, you know, I like to start at the beginning when he says, "I will make for him a helpmate." That is what that meant. Somebody who will do what you just did. And I'm sure again all of the things that we don't see, but what we just saw was the epitome and the embodiment of a helpmeet and a helpmate.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yes. I'm gonna just say you might as well just go ahead and slide Cream out that chair and take a seat because like
I was thinking the same thing, not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? It's way better having you and listening to what you got to say than Kareem. So go ahead, next episode, go ahead and take that spot, sis.
Yo, you see how raggedy these dudes are, man? Raggedy.
Hey, don't call my brothers raggedy.
Hey, I didn't say. Hey, Kareem, I didn't agree with that. I'm not agreeing with that. So you can't say those dudes.
Come on, number. Don't do me like that now. Don't do me like that.
I hear you.
Like that.
I hear you. I love my brother though. I love my brother.
Absolutely. I will say this, man. 3 days ago, my brother celebrated 22 years in Alpha, and in my post, you know what I mean. I just, you know, so if you know Kareem, again, y'all see Kareem, the dude, the brother walks around. I was gonna tell him when you go to guest lecture tomorrow, tell him your name is Dr. Juice. Or call you Professor Juice. Yeah, because he real swagged out, real smooth. Like he be having the fits. Like he came by to hang out with me one day. He had on the red, you know, Scully hat. It was the, you know, rolled up real fly and with the fatigue joint. It was just like the whole fit was just hitting, right? And I'm like, you just always smooth, right? But when you see there's a side of him that he has an inner strength and a quiet, just fire in him that a lot of people don't necessarily see, know, or understand. But we got a chance to see it in the spring of 2004. But we, you know, you saw that the reemergence of that, and that was kind of the point behind, like, just I was thinking about the beast, you know what I mean, that we saw spring 2004, but we saw that beast, that fire, that fight, you know what I mean, to live, you know, late last year, and this, we love you, bro.
Love y'all too, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that.
For sure.
Really do.
Yeah, keep doing your thing, Kareem, man. In your time, in God's time, man, everything is gonna fall into the place where it's supposed to be, man. So, like, we all have these trials and tribulations that we come across, and you know that, you know what I mean. You know, probably more than any of us. So, you know, continue to work through it, continue to take it day by day, bro, and you know everything's gonna fall into place. And you already know we got you. So,
yeah, sir.
You know,
I appreciate that. Thank you. Just so y'all know, my wife is dangerous. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why.
See, you were doing good.
I know.
I was just about to leave.
But I wouldn't be me. So
now you on the
couch. So the last time Brandy grabbed the mic, the whole church fell out. So I'm just trying to tell you, like, she has these moments where when she get on a microphone and she start talking, that everybody fall out and slayed in the spirit. Just fall out.
No, sis, I can't even say he's being dramatic because I watched the video he's talking about, and yeah, I got happy. So listen, I can't even argue with him.
Wow. That's legit. Is this what we gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna let y'all.
Your voice is powerful.
But thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you, sis.
I appreciate y'all. Love y'all real deep.
If her voice wasn't powerful, she probably would have been in your chair right now. To be honest. No. I listened to that thing. I hear you. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yep. Thank you. We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Love you
Yes,
too.
we love you.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and give shout outs, and man, we got to go.
Yeah, I think that was I think that did it. That did it. I wasn't expecting that either, though. That was not planned, y'all. I did not
That's the
plan that.
beauty of it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, I'll share this. You know, again, like to your point, we all have these, and to Sis's point, we all have these ebbs and flows in life where we have, you know, moments of self doubt and, you know, challenge and whatnot, and all the things, right? But somebody I'm trying to recall, but somebody I was talking to, and they and I'm gonna use my word. I put it in my words. You can go to the grocery store, right? Milk has an expiration date on it, and all the packaged foods got expiration dates on them. There is no expiration date on greatness.
That's good.
No expiration date on greatness, man. So it you know, the word says he makes everything beautiful in its time.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a time and a season, and you know. So to that end, you know what I mean. You know, there's, you know, he said, as long as the heavens and earth exist, there will be seed time and harvest. And if we're not in harvest, then that means we in seed. Mm-hmm. So, you know, just continue to, man, sow the seed of the fabric of the work that you're doing and everything, and then harvest will come.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, and I guess another part of this conversation, one of the questions was, like when you're thinking about like how do you take care of yourself, are you like, maybe when we get to a point where we're stressed and we're overwhelmed and all this stuff is happening, right? Maybe that's just a message. Maybe that's just God telling us like it's time to slow down, right? It's time to take a break. It's time to rest. It's time to take a step back and reassess where you are right now. Because I think sometimes we get to a point where we feel like, as men too, like we can just do everything that we need to do. And I, oh yeah, I gotta, get this degree. I gotta finish this, thing at work. I'm, looking for, a new job or an opportunity. Oh yeah, my kids got, all this stuff to do. And then we just take that weight on, knowing that it has to get done, and we're gonna figure out a way to do it. But instead of just saying, let's just try to drive through and let's try to do it, I think we sometimes need to take a step back and just kind of reassess everything. And understand, like, yeah, everything in its time. That doesn't mean it's right now that it has to happen. So, I would say just kind of take that, from perspective as well too. And that's something that I try to do every once in a while too. When I get, I'm at the point now, when I get to a point where I get overwhelmed, I stop. Like I literally do. I'll take a half a day or a few hours, and I will literally just like kind of sit back and chill and relax and be still, and then just listen to try to figure out what's the next step. And I think those requests and the life keeps going, and people are still asking you for things and ask for your input on things, but that there's times where you just really have to take a pause and really take a step back, and then kind of do that reassessment. So what do you brothers think about that, and is that something that you have incorporated into the way that you react and respond in life?
I mean, I could say for me real quick is that I realize that I'm a person who likes to control everything in terms of like how things are moving. So I like to have my hands on the wheel. And today I just realized that in order for me to get to where I'm going, I gotta take my hands off the wheel. So it's like when people say, Jesus, take the wheel. It can be hard to let him take the wheel because now we're trusting somebody else to get us to the destination that we're needing to go. But the thing is that like I may want to go somewhere, but then there's me doing it in my own power. But then if I let, kind of just let things be, then they might not happen the way I want them to happen, but it'll happen and it happened in its right time. So, for me, it's just like just letting go and just letting things kind of fall where they at, and then kind of moving from there.
And within that too, I'm sorry, Frank,
go ahead, bro.
But within that too, when you say let things fall, that also might be an opportunity for you to ask for support. Because again, as men, that's something that we don't always do either, right? So it's not necessarily that it has to fall. It's just like, I can't take this on. You got to realize that I can't take this on right now, and I need somebody else to kind of carry that weight. And that, for some of us as a spouse, for others, we might have, a father, in our life, or brothers and sisters and uncles and aunts that can, kind of come in and take some of that weight off for us as well too. So, but I think that's recognizing that and recognizing those things that, well, they, I can't do it right now, but I also know that it can't fail. I can't stop, right? So that might be those times when we need to seek support. But Dane, you're about to say something?
Yeah, I was just saying that, Kareem was saying that sometimes when we say God take the wheel, sometimes you don't want to let it go. I've been learning, man, over the last 2 years, because I think my peace is so important. I never really know what peace is. You know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to live within my peace. You know what I'm saying? And I really tried to. I'm a private person as well, although I'm always out there, but I'm a private person when it comes to self issues, self matters, and stuff like that, And I like Kareem, you was saying that, you like to control where you're going and control certain things around you. I'm learning now that it's okay for let other people control certain situation, and you focus on the things that really matter. And one thing I learned from one of my mentors, Brother Rod Jones, was about matter and mattering. What are the things in your life that matter to you? And I always take myself there, see what all matters. And if it don't matter to me that much, I should be able to just let it go and let it flow and let God take that up and do whatever. I'm learning now how to reach out to brothers and have a conversation. And it be brothers that I trust. I don't trust everybody. You know what I'm saying? With my personal information. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with me? What's going on up here? What's the dark side? I don't share that with everybody, but I'm learning how to open up some more, because when you open up, you get that person to listen to you and open up other avenues for you of thinking, and those are the things to me that is important to my growth as a man of color in today's society. You know what I'm saying? We got to have the outlet. And this outlet right here for me is great. You know what I'm saying? On the air, off the air, with a few other people, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And it's not everybody like us that look like us have this type of situations, you know what I'm saying, to go to. I pick up my phone and call each and every one of you guys. I'm older than all you guys, but I can pick up the phone and call. But it's not everybody have that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be judged, I'm not gonna be laughed at. I'm not gonna be like, hey, you stupid, or hey, this, and this. It's a listening ear, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, no matter what it is, it could be about political things, it could be about relationship, it could be about finance, whatever the ships we could think about, it could be about those things. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to judge each other. Yeah, we may find some humor into the situation, in some part of the situation, but that's who we are. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I just think that everything will work out by itself, man. And I let God. Lately, I've been letting God just do some things, man. And I prayed to him and I said, hey, just go ahead and do that for me, please. You know what I'm saying? Please do it for me. Or show me how to do it. Because I can't do it, or I need help doing it. So that's my 2 cents.
Appreciate you. Brother Smith, you want to do one more comment and then we'll get ready to wrap up?
Yeah, I think in terms of just how, just approaching the thought of the question that you just posed, it tied back to the first question you posed in terms of like, what do we do in those moments of like heavy and exhaustion? And I find myself as I was thinking about it, like, well, what is my core? Who am I at my core? And I feel like that whenever you're dealing with anything, right? That's kind of got to be or that's our automatic, that's our default. We're gonna go back to whatever our core is, right? And so some people, you know, who not really truly understood themselves at their core, they found coping, you know, it'll be drugs, alcohol, one thing or another, sex, you know what I mean? We can name a whole lot of coping mechanisms that, you know, we may have all kind of even dibbled and dabbled it at some point in our own lives.
Those unhealthy habits.
Exactly. But at my, you know, at the stage and development of life where I am now, my core is the word. You know what I mean? You know, I go back to the word and I get reminded who I am. You know what I mean? And I think in a broad sense in this season, and it sounds like it. I mean, even when we look like kind of we started out talking about kind of like the political landscape and everything that's going on around the world, and you know, in different, whether it's internationally, nationally, and whatnot, and to some degree, you know, we might not feel it as locally, but there's people who feel it locally as well. But I say all that to say that in this dispensation that we're kind of currently living in, it is one that is pulling us to a greater level of faith, and faith is really is not what we do in the absence of trial, challenge, difficulty. You know, it is what do we do when confronted with opposition, like of the fiercest, most difficult, most challenging type. You know what I mean? That's when we see what you know what our faith level is, and I think, and you know, hearing just kind of some of the things that we all kind of are experiencing, and having to say, okay, I got to take my hands off of it. That is God saying, you know what I mean? I am teaching you how to trust me on a level beyond the level that you've previously. And the only way to do that is to allow you to experience things that cause you to have to trust in me. And so again, you know what I mean? So faith is never what we did yesterday. Because that was yesterday's faith. Faith is what we're doing right now. What are we doing right now, even though we may be facing the most difficult, most challenging circumstances, situations, and experiences in our lives? Like, what are we doing right now? And so that is that's where I find myself. Like when life hits, like, okay, what I go back to, you know, the word, and I surround myself with words. My wife would tell you, even when we were dating, like she would like my entire I in my office, wherever I've been, surrounded with words, like, you know, and I mean by words, I mean like scripture. You know, I would type out or write out a scripture and put it on the wall, and that would be my constant reminder, to the point where man, Kareem would tell you, Kareem came by my house, man, when I on Columbia, it was scriptures all over the walls. Scriptures all over the wall. Gabe will tell you, man, that you know, scriptures all over the wall, because that's how and so that's kind of where I always go back to, is surrounding myself with word.
Amen. I think we'll leave that conversation right there, man. You know, I think this is a good conversation, and Brandy came and kind of shut it down on this, like, before we even got the show started. So we definitely want to, you know, shout out sis and appreciate her for coming on. I just want to shout out everybody in the chat, Brother Mike, holding it down, Raquel, for stopping by, everybody that's behind the scenes that didn't say anything, you know, definitely want to shout y'all out as well too. Ellis Randall, I see you in there as well too. Appreciate you stopping by. But I'm passing on the bros to give their shout outs before we go ahead and get out of here tonight. So, B, you want to kick us off?
Yes. So just man, I want to shout out. Listen, sis, man, she amazing support system that for my bro, and we again we love and appreciate you. Shout out again to CTC, man, and all the amazing work that's happening over there beyond just the kids getting a chance to an opportunity to hone their craft. They're giving kids an opportunity to actually dream out loud, right? There was once upon a time you couldn't aspire. You could aspire to go to the league from being from Rochester, but the tangible path to get there, you didn't see it. There's a path to tangibly get there now for kids, and they're seeing kids who look like them, who come from the same neighborhoods they come from, achieve those dreams and those goals. And so I think this just motivates and encourages and inspires kids to continue to dream. So keep dreaming, young men, and continue to chase after those dreams. You see what happens when you put your whole heart and mind into something. You know what I mean? We saw it this past weekend. Shout out to my son for trusting the process. He, I always tell him, don't count the reps, make the reps count. You know what I mean? Like when you get in there and you get your opportunity, do what you do. You know what I mean? And that's the goal, and he does it. You know what I mean? And so he always has the right mindset about it. You know what I mean? I say don't get too high with the highs or too low with the lows. You know what I mean? So I want to celebrate him. Because a lot of times I was listening to something, and somebody was saying how kids often hear from us first the criticism or the critique. And so we affirm each other a lot of times, but I was like, man, I gotta, I made it my business to be more intentional about affirming him out loud to him. So man, shout out to my guy, man, Lil Balel himself, man. We call him Bam. So if you see Bam, man, shout him up. You know what I mean? And shout out to my baby boy, Bryson. Last week, Thursday, Friday, they had a performance, and so he's the lead in this school play this year, and they performed their opening act. Yeah, that's a whole testimony by itself, right? But he's the lead in the school play. Littlest guy, if you know him, he's not big in stature, but he's got the biggest personality, light up a room, and he destroyed that performance. They were at the high school auditorium, and there were kids from all over the district. So parents, of course, from all over the district. And he had my wife in tears, and I was fighting back some, just seeing how much he lit up that stage. And so I'm proud of him. And this Friday, Good Friday, he'll be 11, man. So happy early birthday to my baby boy. We're proud of you, man. And just keep doing what you're doing. And to the lady who made it possible, my wife, love you, babe.
What's up?
Which one of us you want to go?
Oh, it's up to y'all. Whoever's ready.
Hey, man, shout out to the whole Rochester. Shout out to y'all brothers. Shout out to Brandy. Shout out to brothers' wives, man. Yeah, I don't really have much on the chat that I know. And my LB Mike, shout out to my LB Mike and Raquel, or whoever in the chat that I know. Much love.
Dope. And I don't know how that happened. All right, so I guess I'll go right now. First, I want to shout out to all you brothers, for this platform and for us going strong. I appreciate the fact that we can lean on each other. First and foremost, I want to shout out to my wife again. She is amazing, and her voice is powerful. It's the main reason why I'm sitting here today. I want to shout out to my kids. I want to shout out to Balel for the video project that we're working on. It's going to be a beautiful project. I don't know if B, we haven't talked about this, but I don't know if B wanted to be public or not. Maybe not. That's totally fine. It's totally up to you. But it's going to be a beautiful project, nonetheless. So I'm looking forward to
No,
that.
you can touch on it, bro.
Yeah. We'll talk. Also, I want to shout out to brother Cameron Lewis, Dr. Lewis, because we did a documentary 3 years ago. Actually, I'm looking at the email now, a couple years ago, and we got to make a few edits on that, and then we'll see whether or not we're going to release that or not, or he wants to release it or not. But beautiful testimony about somebody who started in the RCSD, went through some things, and made it to the point, the 3%, less than 3% of getting his PhD. So shout out to Dr. Lewis and them brothers out there. You prep. Also, too, I want to make a plug. Prom season is coming. Graduation season is coming. And I know you want to have not phone pictures, but you want to have photos used by a camera. So hit me up for that. I'm doing prom photos again, graduate photos. So hit me up for those. And for this summer, I don't know if I'm going to do it again the following summer, but this summer, I'm going to do a few weddings. So if anybody's looking for a wedding photographer or videographer, let me know. Holla at me. Next thing is, I want to shout out to our bro, Anthony Smith. He's defending on Friday. So soon to be Dr. Smith. So I want to shout him out. I know he's more personal, so I give too many more details about that, but definitely want to shout bro out because he's been a big help. Want to shout out to Beyond Boundaries, which is Dr. Tamika Wagstaff, Stephanie Paredes, for hitting me up to do a training for them. So definitely want to shout them out for that. Beyond Boundaries. Yeah, Steph. Yeah, they doing their thing, man. So shout out to those ladies for all that they do. Then 2 more shout outs. I want to shout out to Bishop Melvin Cross Sr., Pastor Melvin Cross's dad. He suffered a stroke 6 weeks ago, 4 strokes actually, and he started with a bad headache. Then he fell over, and then next thing you know, he's in the hospital. Well, this man started preaching last week, and just to see the miraculous turnaround, and this isn't his first rodeo. He had a bad back injury 25 years ago, and the doctors couldn't believe that without surgery, that his back was healed. So definitely want to shout him out. Just being a pillar in this community, a man of great faith, loves his wife, loves his kids, and definitely want to shout him out for that. So appreciate you. And then last but not least, this weekend, talk about things that I like to do when I'm tired. Well, we're going to do one of them things this weekend. So my wife and I are going to be heading to DC, and we're going to see our favorite group together, and that's Moonchild. If you haven't checked out Moonchild, check them out on Spotify or Apple Music. Amazing group. So we're going to check them out in DC. Bro, I don't know if you're going to be around, but we can talk on the side.
I need some country sweet chicken, Nick.
Oh, so you need the actual chicken.
Yeah, you brought me country sweet sauce the last time.
Yeah, you want the actual chicken. I want that. But yeah, looking forward to that, man. Looking forward to getting some rest for tired moments. So appreciate y'all brothers again.
Yes, sir.
I missed the ride.
All right. Yeah, real quick for me, man. I just want to shout out you brothers, man, and everything that y'all do, for your families, for our community, as well as everything that you do for work related, but just for being pillars in your communities, in this community, and amongst your families. I also want to just kind of give a quick plug, for work. One of the things that I think is important is that professionals within their communities are finding ways to give back. And we have a great opportunity for individuals that have businesses to give back to young people within the community, to serve as a host site for young people looking for their first job opportunity, or it might be a second job, but just to give them some options on things that they want to potentially look for in the future. So I actually got the shirt on right now, Summer of Opportunity Program. City of Rochester is always looking for new partners. In particular, if you know somebody that's kind of focused and specializes in law, or we had a lot of requests for young people that are looking to get into animal care as well. That's not my forte, but some of the kids like it. Definitely hit me up on the side. You can DM me on Facebook, or shoot me an email, isaac.bliss@cityofrochester.gov. And definitely support young people in the community, because they is our future. And if you don't support them, they'll be talking like that. But again, so I want to shout them out, but also I wanted to shout out the amazing team of individuals that I get a chance to work with every single day as well. You know who you are. We got a lot of great stuff going on. We always have a lot of great stuff going on in the community, whether it be Balal and his team, working in the schools, getting young people prepared, for, world of the world that goes that nonstop around them, right? Sexual health is health. So it's important that, they know, what to do, what not to do, and how to handle themselves in certain situations. We have a group of young people that are doing on a college tour right now in the DC area. Giving them that opportunity to see HBCUs and, just unfortunately what our nation's capital is right now, but giving them those exposures outside of their community. We're doing workforce development trainings, as well, educating young people through our My Brother's Keeper initiative. So we have a really, really dope crew of individuals doing great work within the community. So I just wanted to make sure that I shout them all out as well too. And again, this lady that should be waking up from her nap soon, going to get that OT. I want to shout out my wife, Ezra. I love you.
Yo, I love how you be rubbing your hands, though. That's funny.
Yeah, that's money right there, man. That's money. Appreciate you. Go do that nursing thing, shorty. Everybody that was in the chat, everybody behind the scenes, as always, we appreciate y'all. And hey, every Monday night, 9 p.m.-ish, we'll be back. Same time, same channels, same outlets, Facebook. What's the other one? YouTube. Check us out on socials, Instagram. Bro Talk it is. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace out.